look at that prohibited wealth. The second thing that gets affected is your sadaqah, your charity. How? Nabi Kareem sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam says, Man jama'a malan haram. A person who accumulates haram wealth. ثم تصدق به لم يكن فيه أجرا وكان إسره عليه. A person now has accumulated haram wealth, and then from there, remember what I said? Only 5% of the wealth is tainted. Let's say 95% is halal. 5% is tainted. And what happens then? From there you give sadaqah, thinking, I gave sadaqah, things will come right for me. Things will come right for me. I'm going for an operation, let me take out sadaqah. I'm going for a journey, let me take out sadaqah. I'm opening a business, let me take out sadaqah. My child's getting married, I'm getting married, let me take out sadaqah. But you find that not only will that sadaqah not earn you reward, but rather there will be punishment for you because you thought that you could utilize haram wealth. We all know the story of the brother in Blackburn. He won the lottery and he thought, I'm going to teach all these Molly Sabs a lesson. They're making these masajid. I'm going to make something where the youth can benefit. And I'm going to make a different kind of masjid. And today still that shell stands as an example for you and me to learn that haram cannot be utilized for halal. His intentions were good, but unfortunately the wrong wealth was utilized. May Allah forgive us all, inshallah. So now you say, how do I purify myself? If that is the case, Sufyan al-Thawri radiallahu ta'ala anhu says, Man anfaqa al-haram fi ta'ati kana kaman tahara al-thawb bil-bawl. When a person spends from their haram wealth in the obedience of Allah Ta'ala, you're giving out in charity, you're giving lillah, you're giving sadaqah, you're giving zakat also, then it is, and that wealth is haram, then it is as if you take urine, your clothes got messed, your clothes got dirty, and instead of water you utilize bowl. What is bowl? Not your cereal bowl, it is urine. You have utilized urine to clean it. Will it get clean? No, it won't. This is an example that is given by Sufyan al-Thawri. And he says, clothes that are messed cannot be cleaned with anything but water. There are masail that are even written that if you had to use juice to clean your clothes in the absence of water, what happens? How does it all work? And then Sufyan al-Thawri says, and he says that the sins that a person has done because of this action of spending in charity of their haram wealth, only halal can sort that out. So if you have haram wealth, you remove that haram wealth. You give it away without the intention of reward. Third thing that gets affected. The first one was what? Anyone? Okay. Dil, your dil, your heart. The second thing? Your charity. Come on, guys. I know I'm boring, but don't worry. Next week, Maulana Muhammad is on. Don't look at my face and just listen to the words I'm saying. I'm sharing with you knowledge from the Quran, the Hadith, and the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala. That's what we should do. Anywhere you go, any Islamic gathering you go, this is what you've got to do. Don't look at the person. He's talking with the Indian accent and he's talking with this accent, that. No. He looks like this, he looks like that. Check his turban, check his topi, check his kurta. No. Listen to the words that are being said. Inshallah. Now, the third thing is your dua gets affected. I mentioned dua already. Now you have dua between yourself and Allah Ta'ala. Whenever you need something, lift up your hands and that's an immediate phone call, no network, worries, nothing at all. Direct connection with Allah Ta'ala. The hadith says, for 99 years a servant sinned. And after 99 years, one day he wakes up and he says, Ya Rabb. He says, oh my Lord. And immediately Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala says, Labbaik, I'm here. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gives another example. He says, a person, Yatiru Safar, person has travelled very long distance. Ash'ath, Aghbar, Yamuddu Yadayhi ila Sama. Ya Rab, Ya Rab. وَمَطْعَمُهُ حَرَامٌ وَمَشْرَبُهُ حَرَامٌ وَمَلْبَسُهُ حَرَامٌ وَغَذَا بِالْحَرَامِ فَأَنَّا يُسْتَجَابُ لِذَلِكَ. A person has travelled a long distance. We all know, Musafir, your dua gets accepted, yes? That's the first thing. Second thing, he is in a state where he is raising his hands up to Allah Ta'ala. He's making dua basically. When you make dua to Allah Ta'ala responds. The third thing is that he is in a humble state. He's showing humility. Ya Allah, that shows humility, not arrogance. And the fourth thing, he's saying, Ya Rab, he's repeating his dua. He's not just saying, Ya Rab, give me, and that's it. No, he's repeating his dua. But the hadith says, وَمَطْعَمُهُ haram. His food, haram. وَمَشْرَبُهُ haram. Whatever he drinks is haram. وَمَلْبَسُهُ haram. Yeah? His clothing is haram. And the last one, وَغَذَا بِالْحَرَامِ. And he has been nourished with haram. Yeah, in whichever way, shape or form. Then how is it going to be that his dua will be accepted? Imagine at a time like that, you are traveling, you are in a terrible state, because of your traveling, but you're still humble enough to lift up your hands, beg Allah Ta'ala over and over and over again, and Allah Ta'ala says, I am not listening to you. See how prohibited wealth can affect that. Who was a Sahabi whose dua was always accepted? While I take a sip. Anyone? No. Dua was always accepted. No. Last one, anyone? Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas. Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas, whenever he would make dua, his dua was accepted. So Sahaba said, hey, what's special about you? Your dua gets accepted. Check me out, man. I'm Hazrat, yaar. My dua not getting accepted. Your dua getting. How is it that your dua gets accepted? He says, Ma rafa'at ilayya fami. Ila fami. I don't take anything to my mouth. Yani, I don't eat anything, any luqma. Yeah. Illa wa ana alimun min ayna ja'at. Except that I'm 100% sure I know where that has come from. If it's through my wealth and I know that I have earned halal and where I've bought it from and so forth. And the other thing is, he says, I will make sure to find out what is the source of that food that I am eating. Just by watching where you are eating. Many people complain, these monitoring companies, their businesses and blah, blah, blah. Some of them are doing a very good job. Who, what, why, when, where, we have not yet to discuss that. But if it gives you some sort of peace of mind, then alhamdulillah. Because there are many places. I read about one Muslim in America. He owns a whole lot of KFC franchises. And he sells halal food and haram food within the same store at the same counter. When you go there, you look like a Muslim. Now, not everyone naturally just looks like a Muslim who is wearing a topi, kurta, whatever. So what happens when a person goes in and they don't know for sure? They might not tell them that, you know what, this is halal or haram, just serve you whatever you want. So if that can happen from a Muslim establishment, it can happen anywhere. If a non-Muslim establishment, and I'm not putting anyone down, there's some who are particular and will only buy halal because they know the benefits of halal slaughter. Those that don't know the benefits of halal slaughter will say it's inhumane and blah, blah, blah. But the reality is that there is benefits in there, and for that they will only use those. Khair. So it's important to ensure that you are eating that where there is absolutely no doubt. Then you see what a difference it makes in your dua. Fourth casualty, I'm going to rush through these now. Your acts of worship at large. No matter whether it is your salah, your fasting, your hajj, your zakat, your charity, your volunteering for a charity, or whatever it may be, good deeds that you do, all of that, absolutely no benefit. It's been explained by Imam Ghazali, rahmatullahi alayhi. He says, to have prohibited wealth and utilize that wealth now, you bought the car, but you bought it with prohibited wealth, but now using it to come for salah. You bought clothing through that prohibited wealth, you're using it to come for salah. What happens? It is as if, Imam Ghazali says, it is as if you are building a building on top of the waves of the ocean. Will it stand? No. It won't stand. How can you create a foundation on water? On water, not inside. Someone will say, Maulana, you can build inside. There are buildings, yes. We've also seen the 2 masajid in Jeddah, which are sitting on the seashore. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Further on from there, okay, we have to jump a little bit now. The 5th casualty, the 5th thing that gets hurt is your barakah. What is barakah? Barakah is something that you see good actually happening in there. You see some good actually happening in there, then you know there is barakah. Yeah. You bought a brand new TV and it broke because you were watching the wrong things. That's absence of barakah. Yeah. You bought a TV but you were watching good things on there and it lasted you for so many years. I'm just giving an example here. I'm not giving fatwa here, whether permissible, not permissible. Yeah. So this is how you will identify barakah. So when goodness remains in something, that is your barakah. In the presence of prohibited wealth, unfortunately, that barakah will go. We need barakah in our lives. We need it in our hours. Everyone is saying, check how quick the week went. Check how quick the day went. There's no barakah left in time. We hear this very, very often. One of the reasons is because possibility of prohibited wealth within our wealth. 6th thing, your dose of halal. When you start earning haram, even though, like I said before, 5%, 95% is halal. Eventually, that whole thing will turn around and you'll have 95% haram and only 5% halal, if that. Till eventually, the doors of halal will close. Allah Ta'ala will close off that door because you went and sought it somewhere else where it wasn't permissible. May Allah Ta'ala save us from this. Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he goes to a masjid once, he sees one youngster there. He says, can you just look after my animal? I'm just going to go inside and read my salah, come back. He thought to himself, I'll give that kid 1 dinar or whatever it is, as appreciation. Thanks for looking after my animal. He comes out after salah, he sees his saddle is gone from his animal. There was another person sitting there, he says, oh no, don't worry, I'll help you out, what's wrong? He says, no, this child was here, it took the thing. He says, okay, doesn't matter. He says, all right, Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu tells him, can you just go to the market and buy me a nice saddle? So he goes, he comes back with exactly the same one for 1 dinar. So he says now that child was going to earn that 1 dinar because I was going to give it out of a gesture of goodwill. But he chose to earn that very same dinar by stealing it and making it haram and thereby getting that 1 dinar. That same pound, you can earn it either halal or haram. The choice is up to us. May Allah Ta'ala grant us barakah, inshallah. 7th casualty. Not cashews. 7th one is in the grave. Yeah. A person by the name of Mid'am. Yeah. There was a battle that took place, Khaybar. He had died, a stray arrow had hit him and he died. Sahaba congratulating him, oh mashallah, obviously not speaking to him directly, but saying, wow, he's going to Jannah, he's going to Jannah. And Nabi Kareem sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam said something which left all the Sahaba awestruck. They were dumbfounded. What? This guy just passed away in the battle. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam is saying that no, I swear by the one who possesses my life in his hands. This person, Mid'am, took a shawl from the spoils of war before it was distributed. Yani, he stole it. Yeah? He took it without permission. And because of that, flames are now covering him. Another Sahabi came forward quickly and he gave 1 or 2 leather shoelaces he had. And when he came and put it in front of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, these shoelaces are from the fire, from Jahannam. This is Sahaba we're talking about. Where are we? Where are the Sahaba? Subhanallah. How careful we have to be in what we earn. And then we feed our families and our children and our relatives and our guests. Subhanallah. May Allah Ta'ala make it easy for us to earn halal wealth, inshallah. And your home in Jannah, imagine you've made salah for so many years, you've gone for Hajj and gone for Umrah and gone to Masjid al-Aqsa and you've done so much of charitable work and done this good and that good and that good. But you know what? All of it was paid for by haram wealth. Whether it was 1% haram or 99 or 100% haram, it's not going to be of benefit to us. then you find that on the day of Qiyamah, you can see Jannah is right there, but you are being led away